as of July 1st. But started writing my personal mission statement probably 16, 17 years ago when I was introduced to that concept. And I edit it, change it every single year. I discern and filter, my own leadership, where I'm at with things, and just kind of take a look internally and kind of do a rewrite. Majority of it stays the same, but kind of tweak it every year. And through the pandemic, which we all had our own issues, I think, and in dealing with working through our own mind stuff, as a leader or as whatever you were doing during that time. But for me as a leader, I was definitely dealing with a lot of mind stuff, and who am I as a leader, and where's my voice, and I found that reflecting, there came a moment, a time where I came back to my personal mission statement, and it really helped guide me in that time of wandering. Who am I as a leader? Where is my voice? And it brought me back to center. So a personal mission statement can certainly help an organization, but man, when I reflected on what I had written, what I had invested into my own personal mission statement, it actually brought me back to life in a moment that I needed it. I needed it. I need something to move me and stir me. So I'm just going to share with you my personal mission statement. And one of the things that I have done as a leader, I'm going to continue to do. I have some things lined up along with these teaching these courses, which I'm excited about. But I'm going to be working for an organization called Character Plus, where I'm going to be coming and talking to athletic directors, coaches, and kids on a regular basis, and have the opportunity to pour into them. And I'm going to continue this practice, what I'm going to share with you right now. But in my 18 years as an athletic director, when I started developing my personal mission statement, I started sharing with the coaches in real time at coaches meetings my personal mission statement, because I felt that I wanted those who I was investing in to know me. So I want you to know me, a little bit about me. And here's what I've found, that when I'm vulnerable, because this is kind of vulnerable to share my personal mission statement, the inner part workings of me, what I've found is that I think that those who I'm leading, the coaches, or that I'm partnering with, they have a tendency to trust me more. And my influence, when trust goes up, my influence with them elevates. That's what I've found to be true anyways. So I'm going to just read to you. This is what I do. I read to my coaches and those who I lead who it is that I want to be. So my purpose, my mission statement is, at the end of the day, I want to have lived with faith, hope, joy, love, integrity, and the character that represents the person I want to be as I serve my Savior. I will be secure in my identity, proud of my efforts, confident in my talents, fearless in my attempts, and spirit-filled in my interactions. Living in the hope that my future is secure, I will improve my skill in being to fulfill God's vision for me. May I compete fiercely so that God will be glorified. May I lead boldly, knowing that God is sovereign and I am His obedient servant. And may I love strong in hopes that God's children will turn their faces back towards Him. At the end of that, you might have heard our pillars, or pillars that I'm going to take with me: compete fiercely, lead boldly, and love strong. And I do a lot with those pillars in conjunction with mission, vision, and purpose statements. And then I go on. My dream, my why, organizationally, is to empower and equip coaches into a culture of passionate leadership that reflects a mindset of consistent growth, initiated by vision with a bias towards action while focused on process over results, empowered by relationships. The cultures that I want to build are cultures that challenge individuals to grow as people, as leaders, as athletes and coaches. A culture that challenges coaches and athletes to understand who they are and the value that they bring to those around them. a culture that thrives on trust and respect, a culture of understanding the why behind what we do as coaches and leaders, our underlying purpose, a purpose that fundamentally derives from a place of love, a culture that returns the game and sport to the kids, a culture that fosters fearless competition, a culture of developing a mindset of believing in what can be possible, in believing what can be achieved, and then passionately pursuing it. A culture that inspires athletes and coaches to be their very best, in an environment that challenges, stretches, and prepares them to do just that. A culture that understands what unified effort looks like and what it can achieve. My personal guiding principles: I will illustrate discipline, work ethic, and integrity. I will be courageous because I know that courage is contagious. I will throw off all that hinders. I will remove bad habits. I will remove habits that don't serve me well. They may not be bad, but they don't serve me well. I will create intentional habits. I'll prepare my mind for action and growth. I will be set apart. I will choose joy and have fun on this leadership journey. I will focus on what matters right now. I will be a servant leader. I will love my teammates and those that I lead, doing everything I can to build relationship and trust. I will have a healthy preoccupation with failure and a growth mindset. I will honor the process, recognizing that struggle leads to perseverance as I focus on who I am becoming through the process. I'll know my identity as a person in a program. I'll act and build confidence, act with and build confidence, but I will live with humility. I will recognize the power of thoughts and words because it is my belief that our words truly make a difference. I will remove the word but and replace it with now. Recognize the power of yet, and I wonder. So that's something just I wanted to share with you. It's a practice that I follow when I'm around people that I lead or I'm partnering with. I just read that to them. I want them to know me, and I think that raises my influence with them. It builds trust because it is vulnerable to do that. It's hard to do that, but moving into that space, I have found has been good for me personally. Has moved me, but also in moving an organization. Have a great week.